What's going on, viewers? I am Sack, this is Sack Views, and today we are looking at the movie War of Arrows, also known as Arrow, the Ultimate Weapon. Many years after their father was killed by the Qing dynasty for treason, Nam Yi and Jan In live in a small Korean village with an old friend of their father's. Nam Yi has been living his life carelessly as he sees himself no more than the son of a traitor. He focuses all of his hatred and misery on mastering the art of archery. He then soon becomes the greatest archer in all of Korea. Ja-in, his sister, has a suitor for marriage lined up for her and is waiting for her brother's blessing. Reluctantly, he accepts and the marriage is set, but Nam Yi doesn't stick around to watch. While he is away from the village, an attack from the Qing dynasty army interrupts the wedding, killing most of the villagers and taking the rest as hostage, amongst the hostages being Ja-in. Nam Yi then sets out to save his sister, armed with nothing but his bow and arrows. I honestly should have caught it sooner, but it took me reviewing this film to realize that there's an Archer movie cycle going on. From Brave, The Hunger Games, Avengers, Lord of the Rings, and The Hobbit, archery seems to be bringing sexy back. War of the Arrows, however, is bringing their game in with a different style. This movie connected with me on a personal level, for I am 8 years older than my younger sister and 10 years older than my younger brother. And for the larger portion of my life, I helped my mother raise them from infancy. Having a search and rescue movie with a sibling story base was a refreshing turn from the normal romantic story plot. It was also nice to see a damsel in distress that seemed to be holding her own despite the overwhelming odds against her, fighting back every chance she got instead of submissively crying in the corner and waiting for a miracle. I also liked how it was in no way a revenge story. Although it had the setup for one, it was just a story about a brother set out to save his sister and then trying desperately to get back home. Now, this far into the Archer film cycle, you would think it would become pretty mundane filming an Archer battle, but this film brought a familiar style to it. The lead character, Nam Yi, develops an unusual way to shoot his bow so that the arrow curves in the air, dodging obstacles and hitting a hidden target. We've seen this kind of ballistics curving before in a movie called Wanted, where they curved bullets around obstacles. But there was something believable about seeing it done with an arrow that further distended the belief that this could actually happen. Now, every protagonist needs an equal and opposite antagonist, and Nam Yi's comes in the form of Zhu Xinta, a loyal commander of a small group of special force type soldiers for the Qing dynasty that comes with a special bow trick of his own. For his arrows are tipped with half-pound arrowheads that are shaped in a peculiar way that give it enough power to punch through a 3-inch thick tree and lay it flat. Zhu Xinta almost becomes Ahab-like in his hunt for Nam Yi, and never lets up in his chase, making the pace of the movie comfortably steady. There are a few moments in this movie that allow you a break from the action, and its steady action keeps you invested in the full 2 hours of the film. I was going to do some research on the time period and try to bridge the gaps that the movie seemed to have created, like why his father was sought out as a traitor, or why China was attacking Korea to begin with. But as I dove more into what the story was, I felt no reason to. The story's about a brother trying to save his sister. No revenge, no fight for honor, he had nothing to prove, he just used the skill that he had to try and find his sister and get her back home. There's a line in this movie that seems to float out above all the other dialogue in this feature. It's when Nam Yi had a Qing soldier on the ground, and the soldier had accepted death and was waiting for it. But Nam Yi responded with the man's surrender by saying, "My arrow's intent is not to kill." This to me says that he isn't there for pointless slaughter. He has a goal, and people who are trying to stop him from obtaining that goal are the ones that are shot. This puts an edge on the plotline of him just saving his sister and not trying to do anything else. So, learning about the why wasn't important, for these two characters were children when their father was killed, so it's possible they don't know. So it wouldn't make any sense for us as the viewers to know. This movie had an A-B plotline with no real big subplots to distract you from it, And for an action movie, I feel that is the best way to go about it. My rating for this movie is that War of Arrows is a good movie night movie. Thank you for watching. If you have any thoughts, put them down in the box and let me know what you think. I'm Sack. This was Sack Views. Happy viewing!